welcome back to the channel. Coming up in this episode...
Well, our park up is at the top of here, but feels like you shouldn't be here, doesn't it? Well, what a place. I've been watching them. They've been down there for 2 hours. I thought they were setting up camp down there. I think point 1 is abandoned. And this little lake is very green water.
And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life.
We left you in the last episode having finally reached Poland after a couple of long days travelling from the Channel Tunnel. We immediately went on to discover the true story of what we now know as the Great Escape that happened during the Second World War. We found the exact position of the tunnel called Harry that led to the escape, from which our Harry is named after. We're now seeking out our first Polish park up for the night. We're heading to a castle, and we're starting to see the rural landscape and life that southern Poland has to offer.
Sort of that rural setting, isn't it? Each house is different. I mean, nothing's the same, is it? There's no small holdings, lots of small holdings.
And apologies, as you can see, the windscreen is in need of a good clean.
Well, our park up is at the top of here, but it was on par for 9, but I don't know. Feels like you shouldn't be here, doesn't it?
What?
I don't know. It's obviously a castle, you know, that you can go to. It's the car park of the castle, I think. All the comments seem to be positive, but they're par for 9, so you just don't know, do you?
The approach road is really narrow and it's adding to our nervousness.
Why do I feel as though we're in the wrong place?
Your destination is ahead.
Those stress places seem to get us in. Oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay.
You smiled.
Did you? Alright.
We're here at the medieval Grodziec Castle, which is perched on a forest hill.
What about under the tree over there? Or do you want to go down?
A bit flatter down there. Should we go down there? Well, what a place.
The castle dates back to 1155 and apparently has an unusual number of medieval toilets, but we didn't seek them out to validate that fact. Today, apparently, it's a place where you can explore its ramparts, spiral staircases and courtyards, or catch a medieval tournament with jousting and sword fighting.
So I just put the CCTV out tonight. I haven't done it up to now because we've been staying on airs, whether that's the right thing to do or not. I'm not sure, but certainly when we WILDCAMP we tend to do it. So I'm just using a small router that creates a little Wi-Fi and then into the application. So that's the view from the camera, so if anybody drives in or pulls up and we hear anything, we can take a look. I say we don't use the notifications. We're not on we haven't got a mobile connection for it. We're just using a local SIM and the connection between the app in my phone. So it just gives us eyes really outside the van. Useful to have the outside light. Just doing some work outside. Not really using them that much, but got them on both sides of Harry. So warm tonight. There's a few people camping over the far side in cars, or that's certainly there. Maybe they're not camping, I don't know. I think they've had a barbecue earlier. I guess they'll go later. Okay, you can send me yours now if you want.
Day 5 yesterday.
Day 5 yesterday, yeah. Great Escape Day. Okay, 14 photos and 6 videos. SSD drive, right.
Maybe 30 subs.
Okay, I think I've answered all the comments as well, so I think we're up to speed with that. Right, that'll take 20-30 minutes, I guess.
We're soon asleep in Harry. Well, for a short time, that is.
Well, that was an eventful night. It was hot last night. It's supposed to be even hotter today. It's going to be apparently 31. So that's going to be pushing us a bit, as we're not used to it. So I'm sure we'll be seeking shade today. Great place to stop, but there was a couple of other campers who stopped in cars, I think. But around about 12:30, Jane was asleep, and I got woken up by I could hear a car come, so you always get a bit disturbed, and they were down the far end, to be honest. But they were there for ages, and I think it was kids in a car, and I think they were setting up camp. There was lots of hammering going as if it was tent pegs, and I could see this morning that it looks as if there's tents down there, but this went on for a couple of hours, and Jane was still asleep for probably about an hour of that. And then things changed a bit. The car or van they were in, they decided to move it from where they were obviously emptying down there, and they brought it up, they parked right next to us, which was very weird. I mean, literally next to us, as in within about 18 inches of Harry. The CCTV at the end of the day just reduced our paranoia, and to be honest, it was all very innocent. I've been watching them. They've been down there for 2 hours. I thought they were setting up camp down there. I don't think they're doing anything wrong. Weird. I think they've just come to park right next to us. It might be they're going back down there to sleep in the tents. I think they've set up tents down the bottom. Why would you put next to us? Because I think he's just parking the car. So I think it was all innocent, but obviously, because it's there, you tend to stay awake. But when they moved the van up, to be honest, they blocked the view of the CCTV, so I couldn't actually see down there anymore. But I was actually okay at that point, because I knew they'd just parked the car and they were just here to camp overnight. But of course, you get broken sleep then, so that was sort of 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're a bit jaded this morning. You can see, I don't know if you see 3 tents down there, and there's some bigger shelters behind for eating. So I think they set those 3 tents up overnight. We've got a bit of a touring day today, so it's our real first day in Poland of doing what we wanted to do. So we're going to do a lot of photo stops. So I've identified about 10 photo stops on the way to a town or a city, which we'll show you. And then I've got to park up, hopefully, in more of a mountain area on the border with the next country down. I think it's Czech, I think it is. So, or Czechia. Probably saying that wrong. So yeah, it's going to be our morning. One of the things we've been using is Lonely Planet Poland guide. I have to say it's a really well written book. Talks all about the regions, places to go and see, if you've got short number of days, if you've got long number of days. So we'll be using this as a bit of a guide in the next couple of weeks of where to see before we get to Krakow, where we're going to spend a more intense amount of time. We've booked a campsite there, so we'll be just guiding this. We've decided, because of the time we've got, such a big country, it's about the same size as France anyway, we'll just do the bottom probably 2 or 3 regions, skirt around the south and up to around by the Ukrainian border maybe. But it's quite a good book, so we'll share with this as we go through. I'll probably have some breakfast this morning. We haven't been having breakfast, weirdly enough. This trip, we're trying to not gorge ourselves on food too much. Still eat, what we like to eat. But so we've been cutting out breakfast, but I'll probably have just a slice of jam on bread, I think, this morning, just to keep me going till lunchtime.
With the night screens off, we need to tackle the windows for the day's filming. Stu tops up the screen wash, which will make a difference as well.
I'll plumb all these locations in, and then they're all sort of photo stops along the way. It takes about an hour and 30 minutes to get to the town. We need to find a shop, we need to get some various little bits and pieces, but we'll probably get that in the town. I imagine I'm more likely to get a bigger supermarket.
Storing each stop into the sat-nav favourites will help us navigate the day as we move from one location to the next. Our channel relies on your continued support, so please hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to drop us a comment. We answer them all individually and we love to hear from you. We're also on social media, and if you want to support us further, then we have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description.
First one is an old disused bridge that used to have a narrow gauge railway going under it.
Right.
And it's like a photographic spot that's also, it's literally get out, click and move on. And in fact they all are like that. The only one that isn't is we're going around by a lake area, so we might just meander around there and just have a look. Beautiful morning.
Well, it's going well. We're already struggling to get to stop 1, although there is evidence of the railway line.
In 400 metres, make a sharp right turn onto GetawayGeese.
I think point 1 is abandoned on the basis we can't find out where we're going. Okay, so point 1 was an old abandoned railway bridge.
Right now.
But we're struggling a bit with back lanes, I think.
We've started to fall in love with rural Poland. It seems an idyllic, quiet place with pretty villages and an abundance of churches. As we meander around the back roads.
Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show.
But with the aircon on, we're enjoying our first full day just soaking up Poland, stopping to take pictures along the way.
Secrets die in your heart so slow. if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you could take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all yours. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on.
Welcome to Sapora Piechowita on the Barbara River in southern Poland.
So we've just stopped at this little lake. It's very green water. I don't know whether it serves fresh water to the local towns. I don't know, to be honest. There's a big dam here. We could have parked for free around there. We just happened to pull in. The guy comes out and he charges us 5 of the Polish currency, which I think is probably about £1, I think, or £2. And in his little crust. Really hot day. We're heading down to Jelena Góra, probably saying that wrong, but that's how it's spelt anyway. I'm gonna have a walk around the city there.
Any idea of what these symbols mean? Built between 1904 and 1912, this is the tallest stone and arch dam in Poland, standing at 69 metres high, with a 270 metre long crest. It was built to prevent flooding from the river. The dam was officially opened by Emperor Wilhelm II in 1912, arriving by train on a specially built line that's now a scenic relic. And another fact, during its construction the river flooded the foundations 3 times, testing the builder's resolve, and it's now a hotspot for water tourism.
Trying to pull in just for a cup of tea, so we're cool under the trees perhaps.
In 400 metres turn right and then make a slight right turn.
Cyclists coming and a car.
He could
Stop.
stop.
I don't think I'm going to get through here, but still, we'll give it a go. There's tree stumps on the right. So this is, see if I can...
We're still a little bit
No,
nervous
don't
if priority
think we'll
right
be able to
is
do that
still
back
in place on Polish roads, but we're at least a little bit more confident now with our European driving.
So this is Jelena Góra.
if I've saying that right.
Well, we'll leave it there for now, and we'll show you around this beautiful city of Jelenia Gora in the next episode.